I'm tired of like curated, like, social media content. I'm tired of people being so filtered and so like perfect and so everything like that. Like, the truth is that the world is not perfect. There's a difference kasi between, I feel like given Filipino culture, when people say like respect your elders, it tends to also be like mixed up with like just like, it doesn't, the thing is, it doesn't mean we should be pushovers. It doesn't mean that like we should just accept everything. A common misconception is that it's politically motivated, but the truth is I'm 19 years old. I'm an artist first and foremost. There's nothing, parang there's no other motivator than principle, I guess, because I think my parents always very strongly reinforced naman in me na parang you have to fight for like what you believe in, and you have to use parang the platform that I've been given is a responsibility and a duty more than anything. Right. I feel to my country and to my people and to the people who like, because I feel like it's not necessarily a platform like that I asked for. Like it was kind of like predetermined, or like before I didn't choose it for myself. So instead of taking it for granted, I think that it's kind of like a duty and a responsibility to put out the work and to do things to like give back and to like become kind of worthy of my privilege. If I'm not doing that, if I'm not active, then it's like sayang lang. I think that I've been doing that for a while. It's just recently lang that people started like paying attention, because I guess like before I like, if you scroll down through my Twitter, I think, because I've really been active there since I was like 15 or 16, which is like the age that they allowed us to have social media. And ever since I've had social media naman, I've been relatively outspoken. So I feel like people just didn't really like pay as much attention before, I guess, because the audience wasn't as big. But then in the last year or so, some like one or two tweets like caught like traction and stuff, and then people, I think, started listening. So like suddenly lang, that's why there's also a little bit of fear, because suddenly now it's like, oh, there's like a bigger, like they're waiting for this, it's not anymore just like me voicing out my opinions or my thoughts and stuff like that. But I've been doing that constantly. Like there wasn't really like, how do I put this? If there was ever a push, like if there's like I guess now it's a little more constant because quarantine, like I'm kind of just at home, like, like an observer, diba? Seeing everything like going on in the country, seeing everything going on in the world and things like that, and like feeling at home and feeling kind of helpless and like unable to like go out and do things. I feel like my online platform is like where I can make the most change and where I can bring about like the most like difference. And I do my best to be absolutely honest, like very raw and very honest, because I feel like people are so tired of like, I'm tired of like curated, like, social media content. I'm tired of people being so filtered and so like perfect and so everything like that. Like, the truth is that the world is not perfect.
That's right.
And people aren't perfect, and we need to start talking about that, right? Like, we need to start normalizing normalness. And so there's like this weird balance that I'm trying to achieve, where I can still be as honest as I am without like while also being as responsible as I can be given my platform. Like, there's no change, no good change no progress will ever be had.
Right.
Like, there's just, like, a lot of the things also about social media that are unhealthy is the fact that there's so many people out there who like tend to promote this kind of perfect, everything is fine, like kind of lifestyle and like culture and things. And it's kind of like, but everything's not fine, and we need to know that, and we need to be aware of that, but also acknowledge when things are good. Like, so, like, I don't want to be naman like also negative Nancy on my social media. First and foremost, I think that it's really important that a lot of younger people are speaking up more, because I think that the fact of the matter is that we're inheriting this country, we're inheriting the world, and it's like, if we don't take responsibility now, and if we don't take time to like educate ourselves and to properly inform ourselves and to become more self-aware and aware of everything around us, then when the time comes for us to inherit like the world and the country, then we'll only be repeating like past mistakes, and we'll only be repeating history. I think that what's most important for people my age is to stay informed is to read as much as you can, especially like those of us who are like able to quarantine na wala namang masyadong ginagawa. So like, you know, like read as much as you can. And also, there's more than one kind of voice. I feel like a lot of people, sometimes I get messages, I get DMs, like, what can I do at home, because I don't have like a platform, or like all my friends naman are like also activists and stuff like that. Like, is there anything I can do? And I basically say like, have the conversations with the people that you love. I think I tweeted that also last week. It's like, have those hard conversations. And I tweeted this yesterday, that conversations are difficult when they're essential.
That's right.
So when a conversation about, right? Yeah, I think, I truly believe that, because I don't think that anything is ever hard unless it means something, you know? Something will always be kind of like, so you only ever argue when there's a certain degree of like passion and intensity that you can invest into something, right? Like, because you don't argue about things you don't care about, in other words. And so I think that all of us are kind of devoting that amount of care and attention to things that matter and things that are happening around us. Like, that's something that we can contribute, and that's something that we really do. And to the previous generation, I'd just like to say, please please be open-minded. Thank you to those who are open-minded and are listening to us. And you know, I guess same thing also, right? Because honestly, there's no age limit, I think, for staying informed. There's no age limit to that kind of action, right? Like, I don't want to limit it to like just the young people can do something about it, because the truth is that older generations can do more about it. And I think that it's never too late to be educated, to be informed, to learn new things, and it's never too late to be open to new perspectives. And you know, I think that's something that we all really sorely need at this time. There's a difference kasi between, you know, I feel like given Filipino culture, when people say like respect your elders, it tends to also be like mixed up with like just like, it doesn't, the thing is, you know, it doesn't mean we should be pushovers. It doesn't mean that like we should just accept everything that like like, no, respect your elders, like respect them, afford them the given amount of respect that we should afford people who are significantly more mature, but at the same time, and have like experienced life much more thoroughly than we have. But at the same time, I think that they also have a certain amount of respect that they should afford us as well. We see things in a completely different light, especially now with like the boom of the whole digital age thing and stuff like that. You know what I mean? While they're able to like kind of make the difference and things like that, we're the ones who are kind of growing up in this new booming digital age, and like we're the ones who are so well adapted to like social media culture and things like that, which is where a lot of the discussion is happening, you know, which is where a lot of those hard conversations are being had. And so I think that that's, you know, there's equal responsibility, in other words, on both sides, and we all need to work together if we really want to make something change, because they can't deny that we have power also in our in digital voices and things like that. They can't deny that either. So I think that, yeah, there's that cooperation must be had.